means everyone can have a stylish home.
Oh, wow!
It doesn't have to cost a fortune.
This is like maximalist overload.
Anyone can turn boring into beautiful.
Wow!
Using paint to create the wow factor
Oh my God.
and decoration to completely transform your rooms. I know, I'm Sophie Robinson. As an interior designer, I have been in thousands of homes and they all have the potential to be stylish. In this programme, we make amazing transformations
Never had so many men in the house.
and we give you the ideas,
Look how this shifts the mural.
tips and tricks,
This is where you find out the power of paint.
do's and don'ts,
It's very comfy, but Martin, it is extremely ugly.
inspirations
Oh my God! Ah! Wow!
and encouragement
Scream if you want to go faster, that looks great!
to give your home its very own style and personality.
Oh my gosh, it's so exotic.
Welcome to Dream Home Makeovers.
It's just dazzling.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm home to stay.
This time, two homeowners who are nervous about colour
That frightened me a lot.
You're really happy dressing yourself, but when it comes to putting that love of colour and pattern into your home, you get stuck.
a common marital dispute,
Doesn't bother me because I'm watching the telly.
a new convert,
I want every room to have either pom-poms or...
how to choose colours and patterns, and family fun with old furniture.
Just sort of start rubbing that in with the cloth. So you can see we're lightening the wood, but we're still seeing the grain.
In West London, property company owner John and ex-schools inspector Leslie have been married 50 years with 3 kids and 8 grandchildren.
I'm not working at present. I'm sort of semi-retired and we like to spend a lot of time travelling and spending time in our lovely home.
We are very lucky that 2 of our boys live very close, walking distance. So they're always popping in, always coming round.
Our 8 grandchildren, when they get together, it is one happy family. And they love coming around here and we love having them.
It's a party house.
John owns a property company with his sons, specialising in riverside properties. And their own forever home is this spectacular pad by the Thames, which they have owned for 12 years. It has amazing views out, but inside lacks personality.
I love where we live, but you start looking at your life within the home and you start questioning whether it actually does reflect you.
When we had the house redecorated about 3 years ago, we went for sort of shades of white and off-white, thinking, well, that's a good base colour.
Great.
But a base colour is only the starting point for injecting your own personal style. However, this couple just haven't got off the starting block. And the bland colour scheme isn't the only problem. There seems to be 3 people in this relationship: John, Leslie and the telly.
It just stares at me. On or off, the television is the focal point of this room, and that is not the way it should be. We have 4 chairs scattered around our lounge, and in fact our sons walked past the other day and said it looks just like an old folks' home. So we need help, please.
Bringing a fresh new perspective, injecting life, taking on a telly monster sounds like the perfect job for me.
Sophie, hello.
Hi. This house is gorgeous, isn't it?
Sophie, don't say that. The sitting room, I call it, that John would say is a TV
Ah,
room.
the good old telly.
And it's a multifunctional room that doesn't function.
Okay, so you've got some layout issues here, haven't you?
There's something not right in this room. And you can see it just bothers her. It doesn't bother me because I'm watching the telly.
It's not worked in all the years we've been here.
Over the years, Leslie has bought all sorts of furniture for this room, desperately seeking her own style. But nothing's worked for her.
It's a revolving door here, I have to say. There is only John.
The only thing past its sell-by date in this house is me.
And how would you like it to be then, Leslie?
I need to be excited by what is in here.
Leslie and John have £17,000 to put towards bringing new life into their living room and their master bedroom. They are risk-takers in business and both love travel and theatre, but don't see that passion reflected in their home.
I think we played safe here again. I just feel unsure of what to do.
We come up here, we go to bed, and then we go downstairs. I think there's more to this room than that.
So you'd like to use this room more?
Yes, exactly.
I keep looking at the headboard, and I love those great big ornate headboards.
What, like a big overscaled headboard?
Yes, I've seen some in magazines. They look spectacular.
I love Leslie's idea of an oversized headboard, and I definitely think we could create some impact in here. But at the moment, both rooms are grey and in need of personality. Time to pull out my trusty swatches and see what they really think about colour.
That frightens me a lot.
You've got a pair of trousers in exactly that colour.
Yes, I don't wear them very often, though.
OK, yellow might not be Leslie's favourite, but I noticed some great blues hanging on their walls.
Quite often I look to artists and artwork because they are masters of colour, and as interior designers we can borrow from this. Let's say 70% of the palette in all the lovely blues, and then that little cheeky wink of that citrus yellow.
Yes, what do you think?
Without being rude, this is safe, Sophie. And I think what I would like... What I would like is more stunning, Sophie.
So you are going even stronger than I thought you'd dare to.
Personally, I'd like something that goes, oh, yes, this is good.
After 50 years together, John knows Leslie better than anyone, and he thinks she's holding back.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
It's interesting while you're
Look at it.
talking.
Yeah.
My eye is drawn to the brighter, zingier.
We've still got the orange coming in.
Jewel colours, really. We do quite like those, don't we?
The challenge with Leslie and John is that they are really nervous of colour, and they've been stuck with various shades of grey, but I can see that actually with their love of artwork that there's some real potential here. So we did look at different artists, different colour palettes, and they picked out this and said these colours really lifted them up and sparked joy. But how am I going to incorporate this into a full room scheme without completely freaking them out?
One of the hardest things about colour scheming is working out which ones go together. A tried and tested design technique is to use a colour wheel, which are easy to find online or in an art shop. I'm here to tell you that you can combine as many colours as you like, but it's worth knowing the effects they will have on how a room feels. A harmonious scheme has colours that sit next to each other on the wheel. The effect is subtle and can result in a calm and balanced feel, like the greens and blues in this bedroom. For a more dramatic effect, use complementary colours that are directly opposite on the wheel, like the blues and red in this kitchen. The contrast makes each colour appear stronger. Draw a triangle across your colour wheel, like the blue, yellow and pink in this hallway, and you're on the way to creating more adventurous colour schemes. My best tip is to use each colour in different proportions. Your main colour may be 60% on walls, for example, your second colour around 30% of the scheme, like a sofa, and the last 10% is the accent, which should be the strongest colour in your palette, like these red cushions. My next call for help comes from Chingford in Essex. Nina is a lawyer and mum of Oscar, age 5, and Alexa, age 7. She has just bought this huge 5-bed 1950s home and is starting from scratch with it. But between work and family, busy Nina can't give her home the attention it deserves.
I've moved into this beautiful new home and I don't really have the time to think about colours and curtains. And then I end up just sticking with the safer colours because frankly it would just be easier.
Luckily, her sister Nikki, who's from West London and has similar-aged children, has other plans.
So we're really, really close. Nikki and I are 13 months apart. And although we're not twins, we think like twins. So we have a similar dress sense.
Quite social, we like having people at home. It's very family orientated.
It was actually Nikki who asked me to help Nina find her home style.
It's absolutely gorgeous, but lots of white walls, and I just want Nina to have a bit more flair. And I really want to push her to try some colours, try curtains, carpets with some help.
I feel like the house needs some colour, but I'm struggling on where to start.
So here's a challenge. Nina has a big new house, huge spaces to fill, No favourite style, and getting me in wasn't her idea. A challenge indeed. I'm in Essex to help busy lawyer and mum Nina inject some style into her brand new but bland house. Spurred on by sister Nikki, she has £36,000 to completely furnish and do up her spacious living room and master bedroom.
Hey, how are you doing?
Come here.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me pop that there. You've got loads of space. Quite a strong carpet. How are we feeling about this?
I have to say, it wasn't my favourite.
Carpet aside, the first problem in a huge room like this is layout.
This isn't working, is it? We've got a sofa with its back to the fireplace.
How can we arrange furniture to both face the fireplace and the TV when they are opposite ends of the room? I'm going to use cardboard boxes left over from the move to help Nina visualise.
So the idea is that we're going to create two little sitting areas. One area that allows you to sit and enjoy the fire, and another area where you can sit and watch TV. And so pick up a box.
Dividing a big room like this lets you create two different cosy family spaces.
So I'm thinking like a couple of really nice, substantial armchairs, or maybe like a snug sofa. And what I also really love is we've managed to keep this area here open and free of clutter, so you can still enjoy those lovely French doors and the view onto the garden.
Never would have considered it. I just thought you'd have your sort of three-piece suite in the middle.
What do you think then, Alexa? Do you think that works?
Yeah, I really think it works.
Up in the bedroom, Nina is happy with the layout, but not with the decor.
Whoa, another fabulously large room.
I can't see through the red, Sophie. And, I like wearing colour, but I find it really hard to use a palette on interior design.
So you're really happy dressing yourself, picking jewellery, nail colour, but when it comes to putting that love of colour and pattern into your home, you get stuck.
I do.
Well, I think we need to investigate. So can we take a look at your wardrobe?
Yes, of course.
Raiding Nina's wardrobe may seem strange, but interior design is very much a reflection of our personality and taste, just as our clothes are.
This is really fab, lots of lovely texture. Oh, this is really lovely. How fab is that? Do you want to pull out some of your favourite bits? Oh my God, I'm loving that.
Sophie, I've grabbed some dresses.
Oh, these are amazing. Beautiful colour. Huge prints.
I do. I really like wearing print and colour, but it's not reflected in my house at all.
How do you feel when you're wearing one of these gorgeous dresses?
Well, I think it makes you feel happy and confident.
So wouldn't it be lovely to bring some of that happiness and confidence into the rest of your home?
I would absolutely love that.
For Nina, discovering her love of pattern and colour has added personal meaning, connecting her to her heritage. Her parents are Indian, and she and Nikki came to the UK as young girls.
I love the idea of the sort of East meets West, and perhaps some of the design ideas can reflect some of our heritage, and also for my kids to remember where they're from.
I think that would be perfect, but actually it's that fusion that makes a home feel really layered and feel really interesting and tell a bit of your story.
I think it's been a sort of light bulb moment in that Sophie's reminded us of our heritage and what's important to us, and I think that's going to be reflected now in my home.
In West London, my challenge is to help semi-retired property company owner John and travel and theatre lover Leslie to say farewell to their safe and outdated grey and be brave with bold colour in their living room and their bedroom.
I think the solution to Leslie and John's living room is going to be to go with this really deep azure blue, painted all the way around the whole room. I think it will give the most fabulous backdrop, but picking the perfect colour is going to be crucial, and I'm hoping this one will be just right. We want something that feels really, really rich, really kind of jewel-like. I think it's just got so much richness, so much depth, and it's going to be the perfect backdrop to all those other beautiful jewel colours. And then again, looking at the painting, you'll see the next set of colours are these kind of like warm pinks and oranges. And I'm thinking they could be perfect for things like the sofa, scatter cushions, and then even perhaps a little bit of green sneaked in at the back just for some contrast. Now, moving on upstairs, I've got to be inspired by those sensational riverside view, and I'm thinking all those beautiful watery greens. So something like this on the walls, I think would also give a lovely backdrop to a restful room, you know, somewhere where they can kick back, relax. John talked about a space to read, and I think this colour really evokes that mood. So much more inspirational than grey. And then Leslie really wants a big statement, oversized headboard as the hero piece in her room. She also loves fabrics that are embroidered, that are embellished, that have beautiful detail. So I think this is going to be absolutely perfect.
I can't wait to get back to their lovely home by the river and get on with this design.
Leslie, John,
Hello!
how are you feeling?
It's a mixture of emotions at the moment. We are thrilled to take it forward, but at this stage it's...
The colour revolution isn't just starting in the living room. Up in the bedroom, a beautiful green wallpaper is going up, which Leslie chose. It is textured with a metallic backing and will reflect the natural light amazingly. It's a brave start at £400 a roll.
This is looking good. Oh, Leslie, I love this paper. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Because it's playing with the light. I mean, I'm looking at it here, and the colour's really saturated and deep, and then you move round because it's got that reflective quality. How are you feeling about this colour?
It's green. I'll be interested to see it when it's completely covered and dressed, I think.
Yeah, it's what you put with it, isn't it?
I would imagine so.
And obviously, you've got lots of other colours coming in here. We've got accents of yellow and coral and pattern. An enormous oversized headboard, I think, is going to be the big focal point in here.
Fantastic. And even now, Sophie, you're taking us beyond our sort of comfort zone, because we'd have never have done this.
No.
Downstairs, Leslie's main bugbear was John's huge TV that dominated the room.
One of the things I always do when I walk into a space is to think, what are the room's highlights? What are the room's best bits? Clearly, this is number one, wonderful view. And then I think architecturally, it's the fireplace. What do I want to disguise? I want to disguise the TV.
Colour is great at camouflaging things you don't want people to look at. But colour shades change in different light, so we need to try different blues in different places in the room.
So the brilliant thing about painting on a piece of card like this is, obviously, you can just simply, with a bit of masking tape,
It's good.
pin it up, see how it looks. Now, this is obviously quite a bright wall. You're getting the full sort of flow of the sun coming in here, but it will look really different. See how it goes much deeper in this corner. So the colour really changes, doesn't it? And you can imagine this would probably be more of evening light as well.
Yes.
Or over here. It's interesting, isn't it? Looking at it next to the white stone mantelpiece. This will really pop out. And my intention is then the dark television will fade into the background.
I can't believe Leslie chose that.
No, I can't. But this really zings.
Yeah.
It just
It's
it
wonderful.
pops,
Energy,
it pops
doesn't it?
out. And the way it will highlight the mantelpiece, I think.
Yeah. So
Your eye will be drawn to that, I think, rather than the television.
Such a good idea.
Yes. Well done.
You should do this more.
should I do it for a living? Yes.
John and Leslie are on their way to a colourful new home. In Essex, I am ready to start lawyer and mum Nina on her journey to a personal India-inspired look for her living room and bedroom.
Nina's family living room is really spacious, open plan, and I love the feeling of light in there. So I really want to harness that, therefore, by going for quite a pastel colour palette. These lovely pinks and greens and yellows that you can see in this fabric that I've chosen for all 5 of Nina's windows. It's got an absolutely classic Indian motif, and I'm going to pick out these pretty yellows, pinks and blues for all the other fabrics that are going to go in the scheme. These 2 block printed designs will go on armchairs either side of the fireplace, and then the sofa will be a complete riot of pattern with all these different block prints in yellows, blues and pinks. On to Nina's bedroom, I'm up for creating a little bit more drama in here, and this incredible Indian block print as a wallpaper all the way around the room. Now, it looks kind of cute on a sample, but imagine this on all four walls. It's just going to look amazing. And we're not stopping there. We're going to ramp up the saturation of colour with this amazing deep Indian blue, hot fuchsia pink, and then of course layer up some of these lovely Indian textiles and detail for that added bit of excitement.
My makeover team descends on Nina's new home. In comes a new wood burner for the living room, new lighting, and a powder blue is going on the walls. It's good to see novice Nina in there getting a painting lesson.
Why am I starting with the corners first, Andy?
You always cut in first, and then you get to roll the whole panel. When you roll, you're rolling over the cutting in. Obviously, when you touch the roller on from wall to wall, it's going to scratch the other side. So cut it in, while it's wet, roll it. So if I go for a cup of tea now, you cut the whole room in and I'll come back later.
I'll just get on with it, yeah. Yeah, I've got this.
Nina is embracing the new colour, but pattern will also play a fundamental role in her Indian-inspired design scheme. So I'm sending her and Nikki to Molly Mann, who is an expert in Indian-style block printing, to see if she can help uncover more of Nina's hidden creativity.
So today we're going to print 2 cushion covers, which will be the finishing touch to your bedroom. So I thought it would be really nice to have these sort of lovely bright pops of colour.
When I see patterns like this and the block printing, that it sort of relates to my Indian heritage, I think it just makes me really happy.
Block printing is an ancient technique of printing a pattern onto fabric, but really easy to do yourself, with DIY kits costing as little as £15.
So here are our cushion covers. Nikki, you are going to lead the way.
Okay. Ta-da!
You're off. This is brilliant.
Block printing can be used on almost any type of fabric, as well as hard surfaces like walls and furniture.
It's looking really fab.
See, you guys do have design. This was your... this was you.
Well,
This was your creativity that's made us go down this route.
I'm really happy with that. Really.
Magic.
They look really good.
They're going to look so great on your bed. Oh, yeah, look, there we go. That is so great. You created a masterpiece.
Lovely. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Can't wait to see what Sophie says. I hope she likes the colours and I hope she likes the print.
I think my art teacher would have been so proud of me with my newfound skills of block printing and using lots of colour. I have to say I'm really impressed with myself. It's been really, really fun.
Incorporating lots of pattern in a design can seem daunting, but when used correctly, it can take any room to the next level and give it real designer appeal. When combining different patterns together, my guide is to start with a hero pattern. This can be a wallpaper or a signature cushion. Choose something that you love, as it will be the anchor for the whole scheme. Next, use this pattern as your colour palette to match other patterns in with. You can combine as many patterns as you like with the confidence that they will all look coherent if they share the same core colours. Next, play with different scale, from small ditzy prints to large-scale blousy florals, or geometrics to keep things looking interesting. Simple stripes are a classic and go with so many other patterns. And if it all starts feeling too much, add a plain fabric or wall colour to set your patterns up against. From cushions to curtains, rugs to sofas, wallpaper to bed linen, there is plenty of possibility to get your pattern personality. In Essex's Indian-inspired design, in her huge new home, novice home decorator Nina is unleashing her creativity and honouring her heritage. Repetitive block print is seen all over India, and this Molly Mann wallpaper at £150 a roll is going to be the backdrop for her daring new bedroom.
So you don't need to paste it onto here and then...
No. Most modern papers now will face the wall.
OK, that's where I've been going wrong.
Shall I go for it?
Yeah, go for it, Neil.
The wallpaper is fabulous. For me, they're like mini blue seahorses all over my wall. I think it's going to be great.
Downstairs, in her huge living room, the new bespoke storage units have arrived, and the paintwork is nearly finished.
Oh, I love this colour.
It's looking great.
It's like blue skies, isn't it? And also, I love the way that all the woodwork's been freshened up, media units going in. And these need to change colour, because at the moment, anything that's in a contrasting colour really pops out. I always match my rads in with my walls, that way they disappear. But are you happy with that?
If you think that, you know, they need to blend with the colour of the
They're
wall...
not the star of the show, and we need to blend them away.
OK, I trust you.
Radiators sticking out are a major stumbling block to a stylish interior, but painting them in to match the same colour as the walls makes them disappear.
So if you stand back, have a look. The difference between the radiator that you've painted that now blends in with the wall colour and the one that's white. Excellent job, but you just got one more radiator to do.
God. So I've always had white radiators. I just don't think it ever occurred to me that I need to paint them.
You have a lot of radiators to paint, but it does just give that seamless look to the room.
You can help me, Nikki. Let it help.
Nina has blown me away. I was honestly expecting her to be wigging out and having a bit of a wobble right now. It's quite a big change from what she's used to, but she just seems to be absolutely loving it. She's embracing it, she's rolling with it, and I'm just so happy that she's excited to see it all come together.
Over in West London, my other colour revolution on the riverside is well underway. The green wallpaper is up in the bedroom, the eye-catching blue in the living room is nearly finished, and outside there's been a special delivery. While Leslie wanted a huge statement headboard, so they'll get it in somehow.
Helpful.
As John gets it into position, I want to see how the living room is coming along.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, this is looking brilliant. How many coats is this taking then? Oh, we're up to 4 on the walls. Every coat is building up on that intensity of hue, isn't it?
And at the back, serial furniture buyer and seller Leslie is actually holding on to something.
Oh, I recognise these. These are your bedside tables.
But they are so practical.
Is that why you've kept hold of them? You wouldn't let them go?
I like them because they're solid.
Yeah.
They also hold everything that we need. And
Okay.
you know, I've got big knickers. They've got to go somewhere.
More information than we needed.
Yes, but we need to bring them into the scheme, don't we? And I'm loving the colour.
Them up a bit.
So am I.
Yeah, so this is spray paint finish.
We're getting a factory finish with this. You'll notice as you walk into a room, if it's brushed and rollered, for instance, you'll just get this orange peel effect. But this, it'll be dead smooth.
Leslie has also picked out new doorknobs, which, for just £3.50 each, is such a cheap and easy way to jazz up any old cabinets.
Well, I think you've won me round, Leslie.
I'm really pleased about that because, as I said, they're practical, but also they're going to be beautiful.
Hang on. I think we'll... So if you hold it about there, that's it.
Right, yep.
Repainting is a great way to repurpose old, unloved furniture, save money, and better still, add your own stamp to a scheme. The furniture in this kitchen is painted in inspiring, fun colours. There are 2 ways to paint your furniture: spray it or brush paint it. A sprayed finish is more perfect, giving a modern look. A brush finish is more traditional, and if you use chalk paint, the effect is more rustic. Either way, preparation is key, so give a light sand all over and clean thoroughly beforehand. Chalk paint is a great DIY product as it doesn't require undercoats. You can simply slap it on and seal it with a wax. When using an eggshell, satinwood or gloss top coat, you'll need a primer and an undercoat. Choosing the right type of paint and technique will be driven by the overall effect you wish to create, from modern and flawless through to rough and rustic. In the living room, I'm daring to challenge Leslie's dislike of the colour yellow with a new mustard yellow sofa, which I think is the perfect contrast to the walls. Brave or what? It has an L-shaped design which fixes the layout problem, allowing John to watch telly and Leslie to enjoy the view. But the blue walls make that yellow pop even more. Have I gone too far?
Wow!
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Dazzling!
goodness.
So this is your new layout.
This is lovely.
It's like opening a jewel box. It seriously is.
Are you enjoying
It's-
how the 2 colours sort of play with one another? You've got
Yeah.
that
They
lovely
are.
rich blue, and then it makes the
Yeah.
warm yellow colour even more richer and honey-toned, isn't it?
My eyes didn't even go to the TV at all. I assumed it wasn't in the room at all.
Thumbs up for the yellow and blue, and in with our bright accent colours in cushions and accessories. Nearly there. Back in Essex, busy lawyer and mum Nina is embracing pattern everywhere as she puts her stamp on a home for the first time with her India-inspired style.
I never thought I'd be talking about patterned wallpaper and wardrobes and cushions and colour on walls. That just doesn't come into my everyday vocabulary. And it's really fun.
Nina's always said that she's not a creative person, but already in quite a short space of time, I'm seeing something quite unleashed, and I'm seeing the confidence growing apace.
She's even up for getting stuck in to revive her old stained coffee table with Sister Nikki and the kids.
So we'll just start by using this paint kettle. I'm going to put a good old big blob of paint in there, and then we're going to water it down just a little bit. Do you want to like squeeze a bit of that in there? Put a bit of water in.
Right.
Mix it up.
A 50-50 white paint to water solution like this is great for lightening the natural orange tones of wooden furniture.
So, Alexa, would you like to start, my love?
So down here.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And then what I'd probably do is just sort of start rubbing that in with the cloth. So you can see we're lightening the wood, but we're still seeing the
Okay.
grain.
The coffee table isn't the only thing for the living room to be rescued. Nina's bought 2 Victorian antique chairs online for just £100 each and has had them reupholstered to fit in with her Indian-inspired design theme. The reupholstery costs £700 per chair, but these chairs will easily last another 100 years. And they're personal to her design. I don't think anyone else is going to have chairs like these. And there are more lovely fabrics in the bedroom curtains at £42 a metre.
Oh, look at these!
Oh my God.
I get insanely excited over curtains.
I thought, you know, with the wallpaper, that was really cosy. And then, like, to come in here and be wowed by the curtains and the blinds and the coziness, it just keeps coming.
Speaking of coziness, Nina and Nikki have a surprise for me.
Da-da-da!
I love those! This pink really makes the blue pop, doesn't it? I love
really
how those two
does.
colours play against one another. That's super exciting.
As the bedroom is getting finished upstairs, Nina's mural wallpaper downstairs is up, as is the unit for the family's vast collection of books. In West London, Riverside property company owners John and Leslie wanted my help creating a new style that doesn't make them feel old before their time. We've charged full steam ahead with a riot of colour, and they've been putting the finishing touches to their new bedroom to reveal to me.
Oh my goodness! I've got proper goosebumps. Leslie, John, this is not the room it was.
No, it's not.
Before, their bedroom was a characterless space which lacked a reason to be here. But now the new, huge headboard rightfully takes pride of place in the room and is offset by the metallic green wallpaper. The green is continued on the repainted bedside cabinets and lampshades with pops of complementing colours throughout the design. John and Leslie have transformed this room into a wonderful place to relax and unwind.
It's
We are
fabulous.
thrilled with it.
Fabulous.
It's sensational.
The headboard. I mean, it just owns the room, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like you walk
It
in,
does.
it's the first thing you look at as you enter this room. Centre stage, you don't stop there. You've then got the layer of the colour and the texture of the cushions, the details on the bed linen.
And I like the fact that Rudd zones it as well.
Yes.
So you've got almost there, you're sitting down, relaxing area. The first time in 12 years I came up the stairs and went, wow, and I wasn't looking at the river.
Yeah, so it's
Seriously.
as gorgeous inside as it is outside.
Absolutely.
It's spectacular.
This room is picture perfect. John and Leslie have embraced some lovely designer elements up here and have done such an amazing job. They dressed the bedroom to show me, but I've been getting the living room ready to reveal to them.
Oh, Sophie, it's stunning.
I mean, guys, this is alive, this room,
It's
isn't
fabulous.
it?
When I first came here, this room lacked character. The mismatching furniture, grey colour palette and dominating TV left John and Leslie feeling as if they were living in a retirement home. But now they have stepped out of their design comfort zone and chosen a bold colour scheme. They wanted to push boundaries, and my, have they done just that. But does this room reflect their characters?
I mean, you walked into an old folks' home before, you know, and now you're leaving us with a discotheque.
Yes. I don't think anyone would walk in now and think this belongs to retired people.
Let's stand back. Is there a TV in this room? Is there a telly?
I still can't find it. Because all of the colour distracts the eye. It draws your eye. It's just dazzling. It's wonderful.
It is such a massive leap from where you were.
You've almost taken us on a masterclass of colour, and we're going to take it through the whole house from now on.
I do hope so.
As well as a colour palette that reflects their personalities, John and Leslie finally have a living room layout that works for them. The L-shaped sofa leaves space for access from the front door while facing John's telly and their impressive view, and it works for family and friends visiting. Aside from its practicalities though, Leslie loves the colour.
It's dazzling, and every corner is so bright and sensational. It is like opening a box of jewels.
And I'm amazed with it, actually.
I don't think we'll be afraid of trying anything from now on, so watch this space.
I have absolutely loved working with John and Leslie, and I knew from the minute I met them that they are way cooler than they were giving themselves credit for. Look, they've got so much lust for life. They wanted their home to reflect that. And you walk in there and it just plants a huge smile on your face.
Over in her big new family home in Essex, lawyer and mum of two Nina wanted my help putting her stamp on her home for the first time, inspired by her Indian heritage. She and sister Nikki are putting the finishing touches to the living room, including the reupholstered chairs, while I'm in charge of taking the new bedroom to the next level.
Hands up if your bed looks like this. Perfectly made, lovely white linen, couple of pillows, job done. Oh no, this is one of my particular bugbears. When you've got a beautiful bedroom and you've put effort and love into a lovely scheme, you've got to elevate the bed. First up, it looks really nice to just simply fold back the duvet. You've added another lovely soft layer.
And as far as I'm concerned, 2 pillows are a must.
I've gone for a pillowcase here with a beautiful scallop detail. So if you can get a little detail into your bed linen, then that's a really nice thing to do.
Next, scatter cushions.
This is an opportunity to bring in more colour, more pattern, and it's creating a lovely scene against this beautiful big headboard. And finally, a bed throw, folded neatly and then draped over the foot of the bed is the perfect finishing touch. Nina,
yeah.
Nikki, are you ready to come and take a look?
Oh my God.
Do you recognise it?
I can't. Speechless.
When I first met Nina, she couldn't get past the horrible red carpet and stark white walls. But now this bedroom is celebrating her love of colour and pattern.
It's so pretty, Sophie. I love it.
You know, the wallpaper goes all the way around and then reflected in the mirrors. It's really immersive, isn't it, of pattern, of colour. The little pink touches really lift the whole blue scheme.
Oh, it's just gorgeous, like so pretty. It's exactly what I had in my head, but never knew how to implement.
It's taking this block print design as the springboard and then repeating it around the room. It's on the lampshades, it's on the cushions, it's on the bed throw, it's on the wallpaper.
Well, it's all put together and ties in, and the colours. It's just lovely.
I'm so pleased that you love how this has all come together. But I really want to see the living room. Is it ready?
Should we go and have a look?
Yes. Oh, wow!
What do you think?
It's so gorgeous.
When Nina first moved into her new home, she felt overwhelmed. The sofa was facing away from the fireplace, and the stripy carpet and bland colours felt stark and soulless. But now it has been completely transformed into a bright and joyful room for the whole family to enjoy together. And the corridor area is no longer a wasted space, with a library wall of books and that mouth-watering mural. For someone who claimed to lack any design skills whatsoever, Nina has completely knocked it out the park.
Seriously, this is a masterclass in styling. Isn't that lovely, seeing all these lovely Indian textiles and block prints all layered on top of one another?
And there's absolutely no way that I'd stick with the white walls. I want colour. I want every room to have either pom-poms or, or bright pink walls. I just absolutely converted Sophie.
I think what's really lovely about this room is it feels very fresh, it feels modern, it feels contemporary, it feels really stylish. But when you start digging down and looking at the design references, the prints, some of the furniture, some of the accessories, this lovely blend of the Anglo-Indian heritage that your unique family has, and it tells a story of your family. I can't wait to find out what they think.
Wow!
Come and have a look!
What do you think?
It looks amazing. Wow.
Nina has done such an incredible job with her home, and I think she and her family are going to be very happy here.
My job is done here. When I first met Nina, she claimed that she wasn't creative. She'd always just lived with white walls and grey sofas. I mean, she didn't even own a cushion. But wow, what an amazing transformation. And it just goes to show that when you get a little bit of confidence, you understand a few of the design rules, you dig down and you understand your own sense of style, you can unleash your creativity and indeed be playful with your interiors.
It's just been so emotional because it's been a huge roller coaster, massive journey of self-discovery. I love colour, I love pattern, I love my sister. And we've done it together. I'm really, really happy. Cheers. Cheers.